Hi, my name is NGUYEN, and this is my second post for the Artist in Residence project. And just to remind you what my project is about, I chose some verses from the book of Luke, 22:14 to 22:48, which covers the Last Supper. I chose the Last Supper because it's the ultimate dinner party, and it's filled with profound wisdom and symbolism, and I think it will inspire a really interesting theatrical piece. In my first project post, I stated that I would use all of these subsequent posts to kind of document my artistic process. This is what I would call my research phase. I'm just gathering a lot of information, analyzing the text, and looking at images and artwork of the Last Supper, as well as documenting all of the questions that I have come up. So to get a better idea of what I ultimately want to accomplish with this project, I thought it would be helpful to identify the major events of the Last Supper. And so in analyzing the text, this is the basic breakdown of events. Jesus breaks bread and serves wine to his apostles. Jesus predicts a betrayal. Jesus predicts Peter's denial of him. And then once the Last Supper is over, they all go to the Mount of Olives where the apostles sleep and Jesus prays to God. An angel appears to Jesus and gives him strength, and then Judas betrays Jesus with a kiss. So also note that the term the Last Supper does not actually appear anywhere in the New Testament, which I found fascinating. And I don't know if it's worthy of exploration, but I'll point it out and leave it there for now. So in researching the various depictions of the Last Supper in art, I found it really fascinating to not only re-examine the famous Da Vinci painting and to look at the minute details of each apostle, because it does tell specific stories in that painting. But also what I found fascinating was the various interpretations of other artists. Some paintings had more of a lighter tone to it, almost a happier tone, and some pieces looked a little bit darker and more foreboding. So that was really interesting to see, and also to come across images of the Last Supper in pop culture, specifically in like television shows and cartoons and stuff like that. It's definitely iconic. It's definitely like probably the most famous dinner party ever. And some of these questions in particular are, what is the social contract of the audience? And when I say social contract, I mean, what is the agreement between an audience and the performers on stage? For this particular project, I'm talking about how interactive does this piece need to be? And another one is the audience an observer or a participant? And if they are a participant, are they a willing participant, or are we kind of forcing them into action? And regardless if they are an observer or a participant, what do they talk about? How does this dinner party unfold? Is it an organic kind of dinner party, or is it prompted? How scripted is it? So there's a lot of questions there. The next few posts, I think, are going to document a little bit more specifically the process of creating this work. I would love to gather some people together and have a pilot type of dinner party and experiment with different levels of scripting in it, or just maybe plunk a bunch of food down on a table and have my dinner guests just go at it and see where we go from there. It's important to capture the dynamics of a dinner party and to see what's going on and how we can connect it back to this idea of the Last Supper and what that means to us today.